Last time on GameGrumps.
None of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
But I'm already here.
So if the door was blocked from the inside and there's no way in or out till we broke the window.
It's like a bottle episode.
Yeah. The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries.
What would cause her to vomit blood? Did she watch Mean Girls too? Wait, is that even a movie?
I have no idea. She mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Like a blunt trauma to the head.
Coco claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her?
I trust her. She's just a murderer.
Hey, I'm Grump. I'm not so Grump. And we're the Game Grumps.
Hello everyone, welcome back to GameGrumps. It is I, Aaron.
Welcome back to Dingdangrinples. We're at the chem lab, which actually, I'm now looking at it. I wish it was the Hebrew pronunciation of chem.
Chem.
It's the chem lab. Want to meet me in the chem lab, maybe?
So for those of you who remember our last episode, I'm only saying this because I had to remember, because I loaded up the game and I was just in front of the chem lab and I was like,
What the hell is happening?
what were we doing? So
Yeah.
we're going in here to check out the protein stuff, where it came from. On the last episode, there was curiosity about the protein shake that was above the glass shards or whatever.
Oh god, that's right. Sakura's dead. Oh, I completely forgot.
Oh yeah, Sakura's so dead.
Damn it.
And I do want to say too,
right.
I want to update before I go and we get on with it. I do want to say I want to update my because I've been thinking about it a lot. I made this big statement about how I think Hina is secretly the murderer and it's like really easy for her, or whatever, blah blah blah. I want to take that back because I think that was just me in the heat of the moment being a contrarian, and obviously it's between the three that were invited to the rec room by Sakura, which was Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. I don't think it's Hiro because they're leaning super hard on him.
Right.
I don't think it's Byakuya because I don't think they're gonna make him kill anybody.
Yeah, it seems too easy. He seems like a final boss kind of guy.
Yeah. And so that only leaves Toko. So I don't think it's Toko, but like by process of elimination, I think it's Toko.
Yeah, I'm still not sure about Hina. I just because this game tends to, you know, go the way that it throws you a lot of curveballs, ways that you wouldn't suspect.
Yeah. And you know what I think they're gonna do? I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna Genocide Jill is gonna be like, no, I didn't do it, and it's like actually going to be Toko, as opposed to
who's afraid of the sight of blood.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess it wasn't a very bloody crime scene.
Yeah, because she was poisoned, I believe.
And then bashed over the head.
Oh. Right.
Which is the worst kind of poisoning.
Well, then maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, maybe. But that's what I'm leaning. That's what I'm betting on.
Yeah, and you never know. It could always be two people.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
This game, it messes with your giblets. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too?
Yeah, for quite some time, a couple minutes actually.
Yeah, actually, it's been 4 days since we recorded, so yeah. Just make sure you don't get in my way.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, it's a big room. You should be fine.
Yeah.
I think what you meant to say was, "Yes, sir, I understand."
I hate this guy.
He is
so much.
the worst. He's like fucking Light from Death Note.
He's not just an arrogant prick, but he's also not smart. Like he makes the dumbest decisions.
Yeah, and I hate how gorgeous he is. Sorry.
Shut up! Alright. Oh, there's a spill.
What's all that stuff?
This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Nothing's been
everything
changed.
looks like it's in order here.
Yeah. It looks like there's 3 shelves that have been connected together to make one giant shelf. Is that the first thing you notice, Makoto? But
Yeah.
More important.
These 3 shelves have been pushed together to compensate for the size of the elf that's going on the shelf. It's an extremely large... Well, whatever.
But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step on it.
Yeah, it looks like everyone else took those same precautions.
Yeah. What is this? Little caterpillars? These are footprints. And they're only in front of the left shelf.
Who walks like that? Are they doing the hokey pokey? How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan.
By we, do you mean me?
How kind of you to offer.
What a piece of shit.
Damn it, he gets even sexier when he's being an asshole.
With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
Well, let's go. Chop chop.
Oh, okay. So I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. It looks just like the fucking room. Like, I don't... How is this helping anyone?
Yeah. So the treasure must be buried around here somewhere.
It's here. So how's this?
Not bad. For you. I mean.
For you? It'll be very painful. For me?
So when you look at it like this, interesting.
It's not. It's not.
It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf.
No, you had to draw a diagram to look at that. I literally pointed that out when I was talking about the footprints, you piece of shit.
You could look at the floor that you're standing on. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. Well, that's not necessarily true. The bottle could have been spilled afterwards.
Yeah.
That's what the footprints tell me.
He's so dumb. Like, he's like the dumbest character.
These footprints must be... Certainly possible. Makoto, are they yours?
Yeah, of course they're mine, yes.
Why don't you take that hand formation, put it to your forehead, and proclaim yourself a loser?
No!
Okay then, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said.
I see, your feet do appear to be too big.
Interesting.
On the plus side, that means you have a big swinging hog that I can definitely get down with. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints.
Unfortunately.
But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to.
Then these prints are a really valuable clue.
And they all disappear in the...
That's okay, I drew the diagram.
Exactly to scale.
There's a broken bottle.
We need to find someone with 1-inch feet.
Who could have left these tiny inky footprints?
It must have been the elf!
For this gigantic shelf. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chemical C4. It's gonna explode!
Yeah. Would you like to hear something interesting?
Yeah, sure, but I'm assuming what you're about to say isn't.
Did you know more people die every year from falling coconuts than shark attacks? Isn't that interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this.
Then this powder must have been spilled!
That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident.
If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Of course. What do you mean if it's related to the case somehow?
She was poisoned and you're in front of the poison thing with poison spilled on the floor.
Jesus. Oh my god.
Judging by the skull and crossbones on the bottle, we can only assume that the buried treasure was within this bottle.
Oh, Byakuya is so smart. Alright. There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I could consider this part of the shelving unit section A on account of the big fucking A on the goddamn shelf. Huh?
Yeah, except for the fucking one that obviously has a C.
Oh, but wait. There's one bottle in here that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it there on accident?
You know, it's so weird, because growing up in New Jersey, I always we always said something happens by accident rather than on accident. And now that I've gone farther out into the world, all I hear is on accident. And I'm like, man, were we the weird ones? I think I
say by accident.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe oh fuck, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I've definitely had both of them in my life. So it's like both feel familiar. So now I'm like, oh shit. It's one of those things where it's like, you've always said on accident, Taryn. I'm like,
yeah.
What?
Bernstein Bears.
So on the so on this shelf is the elf. It looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are.
They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss.
Anyway, fuck you. Isn't that kind of harsh?
I'm sorry. Do you touch your glasses when you're thinking? No. I touch my glasses when I'm thinking. What, you think studying in mathematics has no practical application in the real world? The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to touch the sides of my glasses with my index finger to make it look like I'm thinking harder.
I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter B and number. So I guess I could consider this part of the shelving unit section B. Also on account of the giant fucking B on the goddamn shelf! I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. See, on this shelf is one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number, so I guess I could consider this part of the shelving unit section C. I should try to find out more about this shelving unit, like the manufacturer and when it was ordered. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A, there was a bottle with a label from Section C.
Oh, everyone got that?
Simple mistake, I guess. Not important to the case. But was a bottle of poison from Section C.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Before you click away, how cute is that skull?
He's like,
I'll kill you.
You drink this, maybe he'll die. Who knows? I'm just a naughty dietary supplement.
Ooh, C9, what does that mean? I can't think of a positive word that begins with C.
Cake!
Okay.
I don't know.
Yes. The deadly cake reagent.
What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there.
Nice.
Alright, I think that's probably it for here, right? I looked at everything. Oh, there's like center part. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint like I did before. I mean, I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. Maybe I should sniff it or taste it.
Yeah, maybe I could write my name in it.
There's also the remains of a broken bottle. Looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. I drew a diagram again, based on the positioning.
Perfectly based off my original diagram.
Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. Jesus, Byakuya. According to Byakuya, the powder would had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. If I can trust Byakuya, the most untrustworthy person in this entire game. That's all I can tell for now. Nice.
Nice.
Boy, those are like super it's like they carved out a footprint shape in the powder instead of just making a footprint.
Yeah, it's like they were wearing ballet shoes that were moistened before they stepped in.
I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look at the rec room. Alright. I guess I'll look at the rec room.
Alright then.
I don't know what accent that is. Guess I'll look at the rec room. I don't know.
It's like Australian, but also definitely not Australian.
Yeah. Alright, here you go. I'm gonna go look at the rec room. Like, what is that?
It's nothing. I don't think anyone talks like that.
No, it's the thing. It's definitely a thing. It sounds like something. I feel like I've heard it's like a Bostonian talk like that or something.
It's Boston mixed with Canadian mixed with Australian.
Alright.
Jeez. So, Makoto, how is your investigation going?
I told Kyoko what Tuko and Hiro had told me.
What are you, Dr. Evil? I see. So, along with Pyaka, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying.
Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I've made some progress of my own.
Seems like you've been doing your due diligence over there.
Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time.
Oh my god. Okay.
What do you think, Sakura?
Yeah. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Oh, is it that there's one more missing bottle? Something new, something new.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? You dumb bastard. There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. Like the fact that there are obviously chess pieces and there's two obviously missing. The knight on the floor and the queen, which is missing.
A correlation.
There's got to be something here.
I feel exactly the same way, Makoto. Hey, Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is?
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions, so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome.
I guess. And it's not just
Sure.
because you don't trust me, right?
No, it's because it's a video game.
Yeah. No answer!
I'm not your goddamn walkthrough. I do trust you to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with.
Only to a degree? Which degree? 360?
The degree to which we might kiss. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right?
An experiment?
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces, too.
Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byaka is not here, so... Anyway, I need to go get something from the chem lab. Bye. When I'm gone, I'll try to gather up all the glass.
With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this... What?
I'm sorry, is she suggesting that the Monokuma bottles and the poison bottles are the same bottles, just with different labels?
Oh. I
They
see.
do look pretty similar.
Okay. But to what ends?
I don't know. I don't know that yet.
Like, they were still labeled.
Yeah, that's true.
I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And
I
now
cut myself several times and died at the crime scene.
oh, bled out. Ugh. It's just like a little finger wound, just like bleeding this huge pile of blood, like,
Kyoto, thank God you're back. Things went horribly awry.
oh my god, there's so much blood! I know, I'm dying. and just finished up. Oh, it's probably
Sorry to keep
Pinocchio.
you waiting.
Oh, no, it's alright.
Ah, there we go. Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. Why
So
did
what-
you have to leave us in suspense as to who that was? Just have her walk in and talk.
Yeah. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights.
Oh, I remember that really dramatic part of Danganronpa where where Kyoko left the room and then another character was like, here I am, and then it was Kyoko. God, I was in such suspense.
It was intense, and then they scaled out a bunch of weed that they were going to sell later. I'm trying to load up these dime bags.
Compare the weights of what? Pokemon booster packs?
Yeah, the pieces of glass you collected, and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact.
Why do you want to do that?
That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Okay, got it.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of two of the normal Monokuma bottles.
Oh, okay. It's
In
balanced.
other words,
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same.
Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same and nothing else could really affect the weight.
Now here comes the important part. Toko is the murderer. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see?
Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
Okay, then let's give it a try.
Oh! The plastic bag must weigh a lot! Huh? Broken pieces are heavier. Dude, they're using this to say that there were 2 bottles. They're jumping through these like thousands of hoops to say that there were 2 bottles when there were clearly 2 bottles.
Yeah, it's cool.
The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought.
In
What?
other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together. Bang your 2 brain cells together and make a spark. And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. Why?
Yeah, I think...
You're right here!
Noise.
Nice.
What do I have to... how do I come to the conclusion then? What? Guess I just look around the room a little
Maybe
bit
talk to her
more,
again?
or... I'll talk to Sakura. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out.
Well, yeah, I know, but...
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it.
Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. It's like something somebody who murdered somebody would do. Although there are still some times... I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
That's totally normal.
Then how can you...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past.
Alright, let's stop this conversation.
I'm the ultimate necrophiliac.
Yeah, Jesus. What?
Sorry, never mind.
So she is like the ultimate detective or whatever.
She's something, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, most importantly, look here.
Her shoes!
You see that yellow powder on her instep?
What the fuck is an instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
First, let's get to the bottom of that mystery of what an instep is. That powder is clue number 1.
Nice.
hey,
Okay.
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Does that mean that she could have possibly been the one leaving the footprints?
Oh, like she was planning to do a murder.
Who even knows?
And then somebody intervened.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
Seem
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
A double tap. 2 blows.
indeed.
Yeah, he was all like, pop, pop. Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Shh. Oh man, that's a trauma center callback.
Yeah.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one. So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail.
I wish one time it would just be like, not nice. Alright. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. She must be some kind of genius. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Except for maybe anyone else, because it wasn't really that impressive. Maybe the kerchief again? Or the bloodstain, probably. It seems like the most relevant. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. I can only assume that that blood is Sakura's, but that's strange if true. Why is it so far away from where she died? Maybe the magazine stand? Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh?
Oh, Clue Magazine.
My favorite old NES game, Clue Land. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Somebody put it back that way on accident?
Hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think?
Do you think they were paying respects to the person who died? Running the magazine upside down?
That's probably what it was.
That's a really stupid joke. Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This! On one of the pages, it says Toko. No,
Yeah, it sure does.
on one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word has been written in bloody letters, and it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Then it would appear you found it.
Kyoko, is this?
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it.
I mean, do we really have to get any more evidence? I feel like a magazine with the word Toko in it seems pretty...
Well, I don't know, man, because, like, knowing this game, I would assume that whatever killer this is learned the lesson from when Sayaka wrote Leon with her last breath.
Yeah.
And is now trying to emulate that to throw people off the trail. That makes me suspect Toko less.
Oh, interesting. Okay. A dying message.
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking.
Okay, I guess I'll just trust you.
Yeah, like the whole point is we have to trust the stuff, and you just said I tampered with the evidence.
Hey, is that says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Then she's a killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled, she's a killer for sure! Hina, please calm down. This is evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer! I could see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Nice. It kind of looks like Joko, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, oh no, it looks like Taka, actually.
Taka?
Yeah, those look like A's.
But Taka's dead.
Is he?
Oh, schnibbies. That would be
Dingdangrinples.
crazy.
Oh, we're getting to the class trial now.
Wow, already?
Yeah.
Whoops, he had caught me sleeping.
They caught me slipping.
Stay awake. Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class.
Wow, alright, I guess it's time.
Where to meet, right? Please go through the red door.
He has all these like weird insecurities. I feel like you could easily manipulate him into like letting you out.
Monokuma?
See you
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, he's a weird one. For sure.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Do it. It's like that Shia LaBeouf meme.
Alright then. Alright, I guess it's trial time.
Wow, is this really all
Wow,
that's
this-
left?
This elevator's a lot lighter than it used to be.
Yeah. Monokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then... Huh?
The ultimate martial artist! A locked room murder mystery, winky face.
What the?
It'd be great if Kyoko had like a confused face emoji.
Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons! Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive. For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. XD!
This is just plain creepy.
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative. For example, do you have 100 friends? Oh, sad face.
He's right, that does make it seem sad.
Now then, please get on the elevator. Oh, I'll see y'all down there, dancing Kirby.
What the hell was that?
I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. You guys, the pizzas. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual. I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Oh, hero.
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever.
You are a confessed schizophrenic murderer.
Yeah.
Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit.
There could be only one. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. Maybe it was herself. Maybe she was the only one strong enough to kill. And that person is here.
To overtake her own self.
That person.
She struggled for hours. Locked in combat.
So hard. I know. That person is one of us. Let's go. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator. And with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I got, no matter how hard I tried, in the end, it didn't even matter. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. And then someone was like, "How about that weather?" We watched the doors close. Did you catch the game last night? It felt to begin its sinister descent.
We made extremely awkward small talk for a while.
Somebody farted, and that was its own mystery.
Yeah. Until everyone moved to one side of the elevator, leaving Toko on her own side.
The elevator lowered, uttering its all to familiar clunking sounds.
Do you need to take a breath, man?
Yeah, I'm in a stroke right now. It felt lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, ding dong, bing bong. The ride was over. The doors open once again. Oh, menorahs. Were they always there?
What's that?
Were those menorahs always there?
Good question. I don't know.
I don't
think they're technically menorahs because they don't have the right amount of candle spots.
There's 7.
Yeah, instead of 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few! You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault that we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Thunder, sunshine.
Okay. There's no seats. We're all standing.
Terrific.
And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith,
A deadly death.
a deadly sandwich, a deadly soup, a deadly Coke can.
Wow.
A deadly rap.
Thanks for coming to Deadly Subway. How may I be your deadly sandwich artist today?
Yeah, could I get some extra deadly lettuce on that?
Yeah. And they just destroy it with deadly spinach.
Wait, what
Did
is
this
happening?
freeze?
Wait, what is happening? Oh,
okay.
I made the thing disappear. Alright, next time on GameGrumps.
Oh yeah, it's class trial time, baby.
Hell yeah.
Woo! Here we go again.
We're gonna blast through this shit. I know it, because we're
I love
smart.
it. Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Aaron. Because I said we're smart, so
Sure.
makes sense for me to... Alright, the episode should end now. Why do they call cheating cheating? Like when you cheat at a game, it's like you're taking like a... You're doing something outside of the rules. Oh.
Did you just answer your own question?
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.